Hey YouTube, Kira Qualia here, bringing you guys my updated Enigman deck profile for April 2015. With the release of Cosmic Roar, we got even more awesome support for the deck, so I thought I'd bring you guys an update to the deck profile. So let's go ahead and get started. The main card of the deck is still Enigman Storm. I run 4 of this unit. Basically, its effect is before the attack step. When this unit attacks, if his attack is 15,000 or greater, he gets an extra critical until the end of the battle. And he's also part of a ride chain, so if you have Enigman Wave in the soul, he gets plus 1,000. Pretty standard. Really easy to put pressure on this guy with the extra crit, because there are a lot of ways to boost him up to 15,000 in the deck. And I also run 4 Enigman Tornado. This is the new grade 3 we received for the deck. It's super awesome. Not really a restander, more of a superior ride card after the attack hits. If he's 19,000 or higher in attack, you can choose an Enigman Storm in your soul and ride it. So basically, you get an extra attack with the Enigman Storm, and the storm you ride gets 10,000 power, putting it at 21,000, which is way over the 15,000 power. So he gets the extra critical as well. So once again, more pressure just to guard that attack as well, so they don't get an extra attack with Enigman Storm. For grade 2s, I run 4 Enigman Wave, the grade 2 of the ride chain, and his ability is at the beginning of the attack step. If he is 14,000 or greater, he gets the ability when the attack hits, draw a card. So you really want to make sure you get your ride chain off with this card, just so you can, hit those numbers easier, because everything in the deck gives plus 4,000. So if you don't have the ride chain, you're always going to be 1,000 off. So hitting the ride chain is very crucial with this deck. But there are a lot of ways to make sure that your ride chain is successful. I also run 4 Enigman Night Sky. This card's super awesome. It's got a once per turn effect, so you can keep him on the rear guard and just use that unit card again next turn. Counterblast 1 card with Enigman in its card name. Choose one of your vanguards with Enigman in its card name. It gets plus 4 until the end of the turn. So with Storm alone, 1 counterblast gives him the crit he needs to meet the requirements for the extra crit. And it's once per turn, so unlike Cosmobeak, which you put down and use the skill, next turn you can use it again. And I also run pretty standard, because I don't run any strides at the moment. Maybe in another video I'll work on adding strides into the deck, just 2 twin order, simple grade 2 to run. For grade 1s, I run 4 Enigman Ripple, another part of the ride chain, and this one also allows you to search out the grade 3 when he's put on rear guard by discarding another rear guard, so you can always make sure you have Enigman Storm. There are other ways to get Enigman Storm into the soul for Tornado, along with Tornado's own effect of putting an Enigman into the soul for plus 4. This card really just helps with deck thinning to get Enigman Storm into your hand. And I also run 4 Enigman Cloud. This card allows for you to make sure you have the right Enigman cards in your soul by soul blasting the wrong ones out. So when it's placed on rear guard, soul blast a card, check the top 5 for an Enigman card, put the revealed one into your hand, and then choose a card from your hand and put it into your soul. So you can even pick the wrong one if you want, and then just put the one that's right in your hand if you already have it, using this guy's skill. And I also run 3 Commander Laurel. Laurel just puts on that extra pressure, because if the Enigman Storm attack hits, they'll take a lot of damage with that extra crit. And then if you have the requirements to restand with Laurel, they're really going to have to do it all over again, especially if you got extra triggers and gave the effects to your Vanguard. And 4 Diamond Ace. Running the damage on flipper one's not really required. You don't counterblast too heavy with the deck, so if you ever have to go through all the counterblasts, you probably should have won by that point. And for your starter, Enigman Flow. When Enigman Ripple rides it, you search your deck for the grade 2. Pretty standard. And then for triggers, I run 4 Enigman Sunset. This card's really good. It allows you to get an extra plus 4 and a damage on flipper with your Vanguard. So you could put this card into the soul using Tornado's effect, and then soul blast it out with its own ability, giving it another plus 4, so you can meet the requirements for Tornado, the 19,000, with this card alone by putting it into the soul and then taking it back out. And 4 Justice Cobalt, just another crit. 4 Army Penguin, and 4 Justice Rose. So yep, that's it for the deck profile. Hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and Kira Qualia out.